bottom brown, but nevertheless, VL is still getting very aggressive on their base. Viking goes huge. He's going to look like he's going to push underground alley. He actually opens the door and he's pushing straight for the base, and now all of deCypher are just getting aggressive, but they do get closed. That push does get completely closed down by VL, and that was a huge kill by Halley.
It's only a 1 point game now.
This is a very close game. Halley's just going to camp there. The enemy do know he's there. It'd be interesting if he pre-sprays for the kill, and he doesn't get the cap. He actually gets closed down. Viking's trying to make a push, and he does get closed down back lumber. deCypher picks up that kill, beat army. He's just like he's trying to stop their pushing so they don't bleed any more caps. Is this going to switch sides now?
deCypher had a great first half.
deCypher played very well, 17 and 5 with 4 caps. He's doing the objective work and picking up the kills for his team. Looking like the MVP of that first side so far. And we do switch sides. I think we should go on board with deCypher, and we are on board with deCypher. He's using that vector. Looks like he's using grip and red dot. It's interesting to see as though a lot of pros have actually been using the muzzle break and red dot, but it seems to be using the grip and the red dot. And he just close front. I like this play. And VL actually do get 2 down. deCypher actually get 2 down as well. deCypher pick up the kill, and they might be able to make a push for a cap now. And that's a huge kill by VL right there, stopping him from capping that. But they do get the cap regardless, and deCypher is going to get really aggressive. VL are actually on the bad side now, in my opinion. It's very easy to get spawn trapped on this side, and they're going to have to go huge to try and slay out. And Walker does go very big for his team there, but there is a guy mid alley, and he looks like he's going to push for the cap. He's not going to get contested, and Halley does play very well for that cap.
Tied up now.
It's tied up 14-14 right now. And Apex VL just made a very good play. Flanked around all the way back their base and does pick up the kill. Entity VL looks like he's doing the same. He's playing very, very smart and sneaky. I like these plays, and he does actually get... VL do get 2 caps, so they're up by 1 cap at the minute. And deCypher does get a massive kill in the base, but he wasn't able to pick up the cap.
16 all.
This is a very, very close game. There's nothing in it at the moment. And we are on board with Halley again. He's making a push towards that bottom brown. He knows one crate, so he puts a bullet into him. He's looking like he's going to try and get the kill. And he does get the kill. He's pushing into the base. There is one there, and he gets a huge 2-piece. And he almost gets a 3-piece and the cap. He wasn't able to pull it off as he was weak. And Apex VL does go huge for his team in their base, trying to slay out, stopping any extra caps that you don't need to concede. And deCypher are going to get aggressive in their base.
There's 4 down there for velocity.
That was a huge play for VL right there. And deCypher do get the cap, so they're up 19-16 right now. Looks like they're starting to pull away with the lead because they're getting spawn trapped in that side. I really like this setup, but VL do slay him out now, so VL have an opportunity to try and get map control back. That was a nice cross-map kill by Apex VL. He's going to push, and he does get closed down B-Dom, and he's going to call that out to his teammate. His teammate gets closed down red, and they're just going to OE red to try and stop any bleed caps. The only way...
Big knife.
That was a huge knife by Halley with them 7 caps. Throwing a stun to try and stop the enemy team OEing through red, and he does get the cap. That was a huge play by Halley. He's going to push red now because he knows the enemy team are getting aggressive on crates, which means they're pushing that OE. He's going to try and stop that OE, and it's going to give deCypher an opportunity to actually push in their base. I like this play by Viking. He went into white to force spawn them crates, so... And actually, VL actually do get slain out. And Halley's in their base. He's looking for another cap.
deCypher's 2 off 31.
And deCypher's playing very well for his team. 13-11 with almost a 3 KD right there in this Fright Blitz. And deCypher does push. He does push mid alley, and he's looking for the second. And his teammate does clean up the cap, and they're starting to pull away with his lead. And he's getting these huge kills in the base. This Vector grip is really helping him out with that steady aim. He just pick up these kills, and the deCypher are playing very well now. Halley's just looking for these spawn kills just so we can get the cap. But they do get the cap anyway, even though Halley does get closed down. And VL have to go huge for the team now. And they just can't stop this relentless aggression that deCypher have put on their base.
It's over.
And it is actually impossible for VL to come back now. And that was very well played by deCypher. It was a very even match the whole game. And Detain and Halley have just gone huge for their team with them 9 and 7 caps, and they have the most amount of kills. This Detain going huge with almost a 40 bomb, almost a 4 KD with 7 caps, playing very well for his team. Definitely the difference between the two teams was the way Detain played that map. And it's actually going to get closed out now with, it looks like 8 caps. 8 cap differential between the two teams. It's a totally different story to what it was in the first half. And deCypher actually going to go up 2 map count to 1. And the third map that we're going to is actually Strike Zone Domination. It'd be very interesting to see how the teams play this map.
We've got some great players.
NCVL didn't have a very good game that map. He did pick up 6 caps, but 9 and 24 definitely made his team suffer in the slaying department. It'd be interesting to see what he can pull out on that Strike Zone Dom.
I think we're going to go for an advert. And we're on.
And we're on board with NCVL. This is the 4th map out of the best of 5. And he's going to make that aggressive push into B Dom. And he does throw that pre-stun, trying to see anybody. And he doesn't see him. Front B. And this is going to be a huge play from deCypher if they can take him off B. But they don't. And VL does go huge, getting that 2 cap. And now deCypher are going to make a very smart play. They're going to push C and cause it. If they push C, it's going to cause them to spawn it inside B. And VL know this, so they're already trying to rotate through A, but they do have a deCypher member there to cut off. And VL do go huge, taking him down front B, and they're going to make a push onto A. He doesn't have any trophies, so he has to win these gunfights. Hope that the enemy team doesn't have any nades. And he does get slayed out at A, and they're going to be holding his 2 cap right now. And VL are playing very well. Vikings going huge for his team. With them 2 caps and 3 kills, is actually pushing front B. And he's trying to cut off the rotation towards A. It's been called out to his teammates that they're trying to move rotation towards A. And there's 2 at A, they're gonna get that cap if they're uncontested. And VL are actually trying to he's trying to make a push towards A. making sure that deCypher do not get that A cap.
It's a great flank there from Apex.
That was a very good play by Apex, and it's going to force spawn them all in B. And now they have a teammates watching every single cut-off, apart from the guy that snuck from Kitchen. He went to mid-hall, and he's behind 2 teammates that are at C. And he doesn't go for the C cap straight away. He's looking for the kills, so his teammates can actually slay out. And he doesn't see any, so he's just going to jump on the flag.
He get pinched.
And he does get pinched. He did get the neutral. That was a huge play for his team. And deCypher are going to just try and juke him out now and try and push towards A. I like this push, and there's no concession at A. So VL are going huge now. They're going to have to go huge, and they might try and make a push into B. That would be the smart play. There's only one guy in A that they need to slay out, and he pushed towards Closet. And he does get that kill. And he's pushing on B, but he's going to come into contact with a deCypher member. And deCypher have total B control now. He's pushing front B, and he does get slayed out. Hallie's going huge for his team, 5 and 5. There's a huge kills, and he does get killed inside that B. And deCypher Logok is actually running into B, and he's gonna try and stop that B cap, and he does. And now the callouts are being made that they're trying to make an A push, and they're actually trying to stop this A cap rather than pushing C. It's quite an interesting play being made here by deCypher. A lot of teams would have just OE'd to C once they knew 3 guys were at A base, but they do make the push on A, and they do slay him out, and they do have an opportunity to cap this. And VL look like they're trying to make a B push, and there is actually, and he does actually go down in B. And deCypher are just trying to hold this A play. I like this very, very passive play. He's just going to camp at A and slay him out, and they know they're pushing pro, so they're trying to get these cut-off kills. Hallie's inside Closet trying to push. Trying to cut off the C spawn, and they're playing very well. VL are actually having a hard time here. And they're just getting killed off spawn. They really need to coordinate as a team and push one side.
They got into B there, they've got B control.
And they do have total B control. But deCypher know this, and they're already getting aggressive on C. And the VL member does pick up the huge kill on him. And he does stop him from getting that push on C, and it's going to give him an opportunity to pick up the B cap. But they all did get slayed out in B, and there's 3 members of VL do get closed down. deCypher is left 3 members of deCypher are left alive, and Volker's trying to make plays on B, trying to help his team get out this 2 cap, and they're actually struggling at the minute. And it looked like, and they actually do get the neutral on the B, which is going to stop the enemy team from getting any points whatsoever. deCypher trying to go huge, and you know all the enemy teammates are spawned in B, so they're going huge. They're going for this free cap. They might as well, seem as though there's only 30 seconds left, but VL do slay 3 deCypher members down, and they're just trying to pick up any scrappy points they can now to make the deficit as close as possible. Mitchie, VL does go huge with that C cap, and they do have a 2 cap at the minute. And there's 5 seconds left of this domination strike zone. And it's a very, very close map. 88 to 72. That was a huge 2-piece by deCypher. Log it right there.
Both teams are even in the amount of kills.
I think you should take this moment to.
We found our new DB, yes.
And we're going to go on board with VL. Entity is playing very well. He's got them 5 caps for his team. He does have 10 kills and 14 deaths, and he's going to make this push into B. They're trying to get aggressive on B. And he's going to come into contact with any enemy member. And Apex does go huge for his team, stopping from getting that B cap. He's playing very, very well. He gets that 2-piece, and he's going to jump on B straight away because he has Mitchie watching his cut-offs. And Mitchie is going huge for his team, but he does get closed down in Closet. And Apex does pre-spray, but he does get taken down by detain. That was a huge play, detain, to try and get that B cap. He doesn't have a trophy, I don't think, and he's going to get tagged with that nade, and Volker's going to clean up the kill, and he does get that huge 2-piece. And VL are actually slaying out deCypher now. They're playing very well on this side of strike zone domination. He is going to pick up Closet right now and stop him from making a push. And Detainee's actually snuck towards A, but he does get cleaned up by a VL member. And Apex does see the guy at A. And he does clean up the kill. He's waiting for the second, and that was a huge 2-piece. And he's going to the 3-piece at Pro Shop, and he tags him up. He's really one shot, and his teammate does help him out with that kill. And Mitch is going to jump on C straight away. They're trying for this free cap because they know they're in B. They know deCypher in B. And deCypher do pick up that huge kill to get that B cap. And they are holding a 2 cap at the minute.
3 down for VL.
VL are struggling on this side. Viking is jumping on that A flag, trying to get any points for his teammates. And he does make that call out that he's going to get pushed by A2. And a VL member does go huge. It was Mitchy that just went huge. He actually just got a 2-piece off that A flag to stop deCypher from getting that cap. Let's stay on board with Apex, see what he can do in here. He knows he's losing A, and he's trying to make a push into B. He's just playing very patient. I like this play. He's waiting for spawn kills, and as soon as he get a couple down, he might try to make a push into B. And he knows the enemy team has pushed to C, and he's trying to go huge for his team and slay these kills. And he actually does get taken out right there. Let's go on board with Mitch. He's playing very well with 7 caps. He's actually alive in B, trying to slay out with his teammate. And deCypher do go 3 down. Viking last alive. And they're all coming off spawn now. There is a contestant in B.
Great kills from Holly there.
Holly's playing very well on this side. He's trying to hold Pro Shop now. He's going to try and stop that away. And he knows there's one at C. And he picks up a huge 2-piece. And that's 4 down for VL right now. And deCypher have an opportunity to totally spawn trap him in A. And they're actually going to push for this free cap. And they need to watch out because deCypher can push into towards A right now. And it looks like they are going to do. And trying to make a push. VL are actually in B right now. And it looks like they're going to get that cap. And it's going to be very, very hard for deCypher to get this B cap. It looks like they're trying to push for freeze constantly. And VL do go down 4 again.
Get the C spawn now.
And they do spawn out B. VL Volker is actually pushing into Pro right now, trying to help his team out. And Detain does go huge right there with that 2-piece. But he does get closed down by VL that are pushing through Pro. But Hallie's there for the trade. And they are pushing for this free cap. And it looks like they are going to get the free cap. And Hallie's just come short of that kill. And deCypher Detain is going to push on this C, trying to get this kill on C. And he looks like he might try and go for the cap. But he does get knifed back by a VL member. It's actually 155 to 25, so it's quite a big deficit for this map. And it's actually going to get closed out right now. It's actually impossible for the enemy team to come back. Mitch is playing very well.
deCypher taking it 3-1.
deCypher have...
2-1?
I think it's actually 3-1 right now. I think actually deCypher have taken...
I think you should take a moment to tell people about the gaming centre, Chris.
Go ahead, Tim.
Setup, innit?
Go ahead, Tim.
It's our first time down here in the gaming centre, and it is actually really good. What do you think, Sam?
It's good.
It's great.
Yeah, I love what they're doing with this AMlan. It's definitely giving amateur players an opportunity to play competitively and not worry about having the huge competition of professional players to worry about. And there's a decent amount of prize money on the line as well.
It's a great turnout as well. There's five teams doing it, all playing each other. Around.
There is 5 teams, but there's multiple mini-lands that are going on throughout the few coming months. And I love what they're doing at the minute. And it's definitely good for the competitive scene. It's helping as well.
Definitely better than EGL, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely better than EGL.
We're going to get a domino stand set up in the next AMlan, I think.